Nebraska wrapped up their 12th fall camp practice here on Saturday. Hi, Sean Callahan, HuskerOnline.com, as Nebraska went through a scrimmage. But first and foremost, we learned some disappointing roster news as wide receiver Xavier Betts has moved on from the Husker football program.
Xavier Betts has left the team. Came to me and just said, "Hey, Coach, my heart's not in it." So, very, very, very proud of Xavier for what he's done as a person, getting eligible. I think he intends to stay in school and work to graduate. So obviously, as I told him, disappointed in the timing. But you know what we ask people to do is hard. If their heart's not in it, we certainly understand. So proud of the growth he's made and wish him the best. He's a guy that I love and care about, and I hope he finds what he's looking for. But caught me by surprise, But he's done a lot to be in this point. But like I said, just I don't know what's going on in his life, in terms of what led him to that. But just wants to go do something else. And so he was doing great, no issues, no problems, nothing off the field. Just doesn't want to play football anymore.
And with the loss of Betts, lots of questions now surrounding that wide receiver position.
Some guys are going to have to step up. Really, at the end of the day, the receivers is probably the area that we had the most question marks about. This obviously leads to another question, We're out there today. We don't have Marcus. We don't have Isaiah. So it's a chance for some of the young guys, right? And, talent-wise, I'd say Jaden Doss, Josh Fleeks, and Malachi are all able to play. It takes a lot to be able to play as a freshman, and they have to make a decision. They're going to put the time in to really learn. So we have guys who can make plays. A lot of guys. We have enough guys to win with, but someone's going to have to step up from that young group to help us out.
As for the scrimmage, Matt Rule had a lot of praise for his defense.
Okay, first scrimmage today. Obviously, great work the first time in the stadium. Had some people watching, so it was good for us to get out there. Really a day dominated by the defense. I thought the defense was lights out. A lot of that passion, energy. They're significantly further ahead than the offense based off of today. So a lot of work to do on offense, a lot of work to do in the kicking game. But I thought the defense was ahead. The offense had a lot of procedural issues. The Big Ten officials there, play clock. A lot of trouble, getting in and out of the huddle. A lot of procedural things, which hopefully will be a good wake-up call for us to be better. Haven't really had that in the spring, and it was the first time we had it today. But I thought the defense, we got a lot of guys playing really well on defense right now. We're really deep on defense, right? We've got guys who played a lot of, like who's the third jack? I couldn't tell you. So, which bodes well for us because we're not going to be a defense that plays 11 guys. The goal is to play 17 to 25 guys, depending on who's above the line. So, we're going to try to throw waves at people. So, they're talented on defense, and they're playing with some energy and aggressiveness, which I like.
And this is one of two full scrimmage dates Nebraska will get here during fall camp.
Yeah, the NCAA only allows two. They only allow two. So last week we did like a simulated stay-up scrimmage. Today was our first real tackle scrimmage. We went 3 hours on the dot, no injuries. Credit to the guys that they played hard. Unless something walks in later, but nothing on the field. Next Saturday we'll have another scrimmage. And then the Thursday before the first game, we'll go out in the field. We'll do like a mock simulated game. And then we can't use the field anymore because that Friday morning they'll start getting ready for Volleyball Day in America. So that'll kind of be our last time on the field. We'll be in the practice field after that. So a couple other things, but one more scrimmage and then one simulated game.
The waiver status of tight end Arik Gilbert also is a storyline here in fall camp. Matt Rule clearly frustrated that they have not heard back on this process.
It's not finalized yet. I'm just going to be really disappointed if he doesn't get it. It's the most deserving young man of that. If he doesn't get it, they shouldn't even have the waiver. The NCAA should not even have the waiver if he doesn't get it. But there's a lot of parties involved, and there's a lot of entities out there that don't always have people's best interest at heart. But Arik deserves 100%, in my opinion, my humble opinion. The great thing about me now, I've been through so much. I don't care. I'll say what I think. He absolutely. If he doesn't get it, they should not have this waiver. I can't comment on that. When you're behind the scenes, you see a lot, right? And my job is to protect, AG. And he deserves this, and shame on anyone who stands in the way or doesn't help.
Earlier this week, Rule handed out the first wave of single-digit jerseys, and all four players got those jerseys, but there actually was a fifth. Offensive lineman Ethan Piper did receive enough votes as well, but offensive linemen obviously can't wear single-digit jerseys. Rule said it says a lot about just how respected Piper is in the locker room.
Yeah, I've never given out 4 on the first try, plus Ethan Piper, but it was just overwhelmingly. There was a great spray of guys. A lot of guys got votes, and then those 4 got so many that it was just easy just to say, hey, let's knock these 4 out. Plus, Jay's panicked about the numbers and the jerseys and all that, so he was happy. I've never seen an offensive lineman. We had an offensive lineman years ago, Kyle Friend, get it at Temple, but I've never seen an offensive lineman get as many as Ethan Piper got from so many guys across the team. So I thought it was great. We have other guys that deserve it, and so it's cool to see. Scouts come in. They'll say to me, "Hey, coach, are you doing the single digits again?" I say, "Yeah," and then they always want to know who got him and, hey, why didn't this guy get him? So it's not voted on by the coaches. It's nothing to do with the coaches. It's all the players. Right? Who's the perfect embodiment of what we want Nebraska football to be, and who are the men that represent us the best. And so it was cool to see that, and I think they picked 4 really deserving guys.
So with Ethan, does he get to wear a patch? Because obviously he can't wear a single digit number, but what does that look like?
That's a great idea. I never thought of that. That's an elite idea. No, I mean, I always said, hey, do you want to wear 0 in practice? And I think he knew Donnie would kill him, so he said no. But no, it's just more, a verbal, hey, it's nice to know when people, this generation really likes when people, people recognize them. And so I think, it's good for our team to see that, hey, Ethan is what we're looking for. Luke is what we're looking for. But the patch idea is a pretty good one. Thank you.
And finally, this weekend, Nebraska's players will move out of the dorms. It's almost a turning of the page of fall camp. They'll come back on Monday for the 13th practice, but the players will be back in their homes. Overall, it's been a good experience.
Yeah, I'm staying in there for 2 more nights. I'm staying there till Monday. I like it so much. Seriously, I'm staying until Monday. I was going to go to the Kindler, but I decided I like the dorm, so I like the Kindler too, but I don't really like the dorm, but my son and I are staying there. I think it's been great. People have been great. You see guys hanging out together. We've done some activities. We're doing a lot of football, but, we did they went to the water park Thursday, so we took guys who wanted to Hamilton last night. So we took about 84 players to Hamilton. So, part of this is just, experiences and cultural experiences and all those things. And I just think Selleck's a new experience. It's been good for them to see, see what that's like and spend time together. So I'm very, very, very grateful that we did it.
Huskers back at it again here now Monday morning. We're a week away from the start of classes at UNL. Reporting here with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.